And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Working that left side now. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Drones. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds?
Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the 2-point conversion to tie.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
He is in there, and he's got the 2, and we are all tied up here deep in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for him.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. catch in the middle. It's Henderson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
He's got him and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field.
Touchdown, Alabama! And they score first here in overtime. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
And what a response. You just gave up 7 on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1. What do you do?
And they made it look easy too, David. And you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily, maybe you could do the same on a 2-point play.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.